Steven Alker joins us, though, out of Texas. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
How was that PGA Championship?
Yeah, it was hard work. Unfortunately, I only played 2 days, but I didn't. A bit disappointing. I didn't have my A game. Actually, I don't even think I had my B game as well. It was kind of a C game on the Thursday, and then I played better on Friday. I made a few more birdies, but it was a very good test. The weather was. We had a bit of everything during the week, and but it was good to play and good to play a golf course like that. Once or twice a year. It's always kind of test and see where your game's at.
Well, I was so proud from this distance, for us Kiwis who love our golf, for watching yourself and Ryan play. So just go through your form in those 2 days. What weren't you doing right?
Well, first of all, you had to hit fairways, and that's kind of my strength. I think I only hit 6 of 14 fairways or something on the Thursday. So you just, you do that. You're kind of struggling all day. So, and putting wasn't quite on. When I had birdie chances, I wasn't making anything. The short game wasn't as sharp as it has been. So, as I said, I didn't really even have a B game, and it was just, it was really disappointing, to be honest, just to, finish that way. I had a rough back 9, and just keep plugging away. That's all you can do when you're not playing well at a major like that. But and then I come out. I just want to come out and get under par for a round and the PGA. And on the Friday, that was my goal. And then it was going pretty well. And then I threw a couple of doubles in there as well. Just a water ball and got stuck in a bunker somewhere. So it's just that type of golf course. I can speak up and you can just get a double from nowhere if you're not on your game. So, but great experience. I'm just chuffed I played and got to see kind of where my game's at a major tournament golf level.
First one since 2016. Did you get in because of your victory on the senior tour?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I won the senior PGA last year up in Benton Harbor in Michigan, and I'm actually, funny enough, I'm here in Frisco, Texas, defending this week. So another big week for us this week. Another major on the senior tour, and a new golf course here for us. So yeah, it's an exciting week. It'll be fun.
Ryan Fox and his efforts in both the Masters and this tournament, which means that he now effectively gets a PGA Tour card for the rest of the year. Just your thoughts on that. It's a fantastic achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Ryan works hard at his game. He's done the hard yards, and obviously playing in Europe has given that experience of all sorts of different conditions. I certainly did when I was playing, but I got to talk to him briefly during the week. He was excited about playing and knew the situation he was in. Just needed a good solid tournament to get him that special temporary membership. So yeah, I'm pleased for him. Obviously, he's had a youngster and he's got a lot going on. So to have the finish he did like that last week as well, it was even more pleasing and great for New Zealand golf.
I love it when you say he's a youngster. And he is to us, isn't he?
He is, yeah, exactly.
In terms of the Rochester tournament, talk to us about Koepka and his winning that, and especially those last 2 rounds of his.
Yeah, phenomenal. I didn't see him. Saw him play more on the Saturday than I did on the Sunday. I didn't see much golf at all. I was travelling, but the guy is a major contender. He just thrives in these situations, and he's got 5 now and wins on the toughest golf courses, and that just shows the guy's super strong. He's long. He's obviously he was putting well. He hits great irons. He just does everything good on tough golf courses, and obviously mentally too. You can't win those sort of golf tournaments on those golf courses without being mentally tough. So, he's kind of got the whole package and got the right temperament for it. He's a very confident individual, and he's going to win some more. With that game he's got, absolutely.
Steve Alker with us, senior men's tour champion on the platform, and I can't remember what hole it was. I was watching on the last day. I think it was him and DeChambeau, and the commentator said exactly the same thing about it. Whatever hole it was, there's a whole lot of bunkers and hazards at about, I don't know, around about 280, 300 yards, and they were talking about, you've got to be careful, do you drop in front of them? And these guys kind of come running up to it's almost like they run up to the ball to hit it. And they were just whacking 350, and both commentators said, we'll take that out. Those hazards aren't hazards for these guys anymore. The distance is just incredible, isn't it? Turning fives into threes.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, there's par fours there that they're driving, and par fives that are certainly not reachable for me, not even close. And they're kind of hitting irons into and flying on the green. So, yeah, I mean, it is. It's amazing. I mean, they're just pure athletes, and obviously, we've still got a couple of guys out now too who, along. Podrick Harrington is one, and I might be in the top 20, but I'm certainly not at that level. So, yeah, they're just amazing athletes. The ball's going further, equipment's advanced. I mean, it's certainly working for the bigger hitter for sure.
Does it have to be reined in? Are you a fan of a new ball that means that you don't get that kind of distance?
Oh, I've got kind of mixed reviews. I mean, I hope they don't do it for the Champions Tour. I mean, we don't need to do it. I don't see the point in it for us. For the bigger hitters, well, maybe. I mean, how far can you go? How far can, will the ball go and with equipment? So it's an interesting subject. I don't have a definite answer or a certain opinion on it. I just certainly for our tour, I don't think they need to roll the ball back. I mean, no one wants to anybody see it and hit the ball 230, 240. You know what I mean? I think there's mixed opinions, but eventually, maybe down the road a little bit more, something might have to be done for sure.
It's a bit like the tennis rackets and serving way over 200 Ks and the technology, the graphite. I mean, you just mean the carbon, infused graphite. It just means that what are you going to do? Hit 300 K serves eventually? Yeah, I mean, I see that in the future, something to be done on this. Steve Alker is with us. A couple more questions for you. In terms of the LIV, the LIV and the PGA thing, so this is the first LIV golfer to win a major. What does it tell us? Does it tell us that, hey, you can play 3 rounds of golf, you don't have to play 4 rounds of golf? Or what kind of practice did he do beforehand? And also, sub-part of that question, do you believe the majors have got to stay at 4 days?
Oh, well, majors have to stay at 4 days for sure, absolutely. And in terms of the LIV players, with their 3 days, I don't think it matters too much, to be honest. I mean, those guys have played enough majors and PGA Tour golf before LIV to not have a problem with it. But I think, there's going to be more LIV players winning majors. I mean, I think you're going to just find that, in a way, they might be more prepared and rested for majors. They don't play as many events. They're not playing, only playing 3-round events. So they can kind of come into majors maybe a little more, as I said, prepared and rested up. It's, it can go either way, but certainly they won't be changing to three rounds for majors anytime soon for sure.
Steve Alker with us. I've got to congratulate you too, and you're just remiss of me not to actually send you a message actually after winning the Inspirity Invitational for the 2nd straight year, and especially everything around it, what that meant to you. I've been to see the Astros play myself a couple of times. I love that baseball team. I love Houston as a city, and I know. And when I was, watching you wearing that gear for your former caddy Sam Workman, and that I was, I just felt a whole lot of stuff about it, to be honest.
Yeah, and it was a special week, and to have, to win, first of all, where it was, not far from Sam's hometown, and have the support and the family and friends there, and then, to have my son on the bag as well that week. It was a special week, and having to defend as well. I mean, I think that was the first event I've ever defended. So, yeah, it was a whole lot of positives and an emotional week, and it was pretty special. It was epic for sure.
You're playing golf, and then you see guys wearing Astros kit around as well, and you know what that means. They're sending you a sign and sending you a signal in that. It must have been quite emotional for you and quite hard at times too, mate.
Yeah, no, it certainly was. People have asked me that question. How was that that final 9? How did you keep your emotions in check? And it was really hard. It was just a tough 9 holes, and I've said before that it can go either way. It can hinder or it can help, and in a way it can help me focus a bit more on trying to win a golf tournament and defend my title and just stay in the moment and get back to hitting shots. And it was tough, there's with all the orange jerseys out there, and then what having Sam on the bag and the situation. It was very emotional, and it was a tough 9, but got through, and I guess it was just meant to be.
Finally, your Chiefs are doing all right, pal. Not bad.
Yeah, they sure are. They're going great guns, and I keep been in touch with Hardy, John Hart. We go back and forth with his blues and everything. But we're trucking along quite nicely. Actually, I've been trying to watch a few games over here, some highlights and stuff on YouTube, and they're looking good.
Is that how you watch them? Do you? I was trying to figure out what are their live games on, or did you just sort of catch them after the event?
No, I just catch them after the game. I try not to watch the result. If I haven't got time, I'll just do the result. But I try and catch them on YouTube somewhere, and maybe just get 20, 30 minutes highlights. So try and catch them and keep up with it, because we just don't get results over here. In newspapers and on ESPN or anything like that. We just don't get anything. So. Yeah.
All the very best for this coming weekend, and thank you as always, mate. It was great to see you playing the PGA.
Thanks, well. Thanks for having us on. Appreciate it.